Question number 8. This question is of functions. The functions f and g are defined as follows, where a and b are constant. Function fx is equal to 1 plus 2a over x minus a for x is greater than a. This x is greater than a means this is the domain of this function. The domain of this function is x is greater than a. The other function, that is gx is equal to bx minus 2 for x belongs to real number. X belongs to a real number. This means that this functions, all the values of x are can satisfy this function. So this is the domain, x belongs to real number. This is the domain of gx. X is greater than a is the domain of the function fx. Now given that f7 is equal to 5 over 2 and g f5 is equal to 4. These are two equations. Find the values of constant a and b. We have to find the values of a and b. Now first of all, it is given that f7 is equal to 5 over 2. So first of all we will find f7. fx is given 1 plus 2a over x minus a. So in place of x we are putting 7. Then we will get an equation. f7 we will find from this function. In place of x we are putting 7. So f7 is from fx, f7 will be 1 plus 2a over 7 minus a. Let this is equation number 1 for a reference. Now also it is given that gf5 is equal to 4. gf5 is equal to 4. It is given gf5 that is equal to 4. So for this we have first we have to find f5. f5 just we have just we have find in the same way we have found f7. First we will find f7. Just we have find f7. Similarly we will find first f5 to find g of f5. We get another equation. f5 will be putting 5 in place of x here. So we get f5 1 plus 2a over 5 minus a. Now gx is given. Actually we have to find gf5. So gx is given, that is bx minus 2. So we are writing here the function gx. Gx function is bx minus 2. Now we have to find gf5. gf5 will be gf5. First we are putting the value of f5, g into value of f5, that is 1 plus 2a over 5 minus a. 1 plus 2a over 5 minus a. By taking LCM, 1 plus 2a over 5 minus a, we are taking LCM 5 minus a, 5 minus a plus 2a, we get this. After simplifying, we get this g 5. We are writing this 1 plus 2a over 5 minus a. We are writing it here in simple form by taking LCM. 5 plus a over 5 minus a, g f5 is equal to this. Now we will compare this with this function gx. Gx function is bx minus 2, but if there is x, we are writing here x, but here in place of x there is a 5 plus a over 5 minus a. So we are putting here in this function, in place of x we are putting 5 plus a over 5 minus a. So this will become g of f5. G of f5 is equal to 4. So we are writing here 4 is equal to, in this function we are putting in x 5 plus a in place of x, b into 5 plus a over 5 minus a minus 2. Now simplifying it, b into 5 plus a over 5 minus a is equal to 4 plus 4 plus this minus 2 becomes a positive on the other side. This will become 6. This is equation number 2 for reference. Now actually we have to find the values of a and b. So we have these two equations 1 and 2 in a and b. f7 is equal to 5 over 2. We can write here f in place of x. f7 is equal to 5 over 2. So we are solving these two equations simultaneously. Equation 1 and 2. Equation number 1. From equation number 1, 5 over 2 is equal to 1 plus 2a over 7 minus a. Rearranging this equation, this 1 will be moved to left. 5 over 2 minus 1 is equal to 2a over 7 minus a. After simplifying, we get 5 over 2 minus 1, that is 3 over 2 by taking LCM. So we can write 3 over 2 is equal to 2a over 7 minus a. By cross multiplying, we get 21 minus 3a is equal to 4a. From here, we get the value of a is 7a is equal to 21 and a is equal to 3. We have found the value of a, that is 3. Now from equation number 2, equation number 2 is this. Putting the value of a in this equation, we can get the value of b. So we are putting the value of a in equation number 2. From equation number 2, B, putting the value of A, 5 plus 3 over 5 minus 3 is equal to 6. Simplifying, we get B into 8 over 2 is equal to 6. 4, B is equal to 6. From here, B is equal to 6 over 4, that is B is equal to 3 over 2. This is the value of B. Now, next part of this question is, for the rest of this question, you should use the value of A which you have found in part A. Value of A we have already found, that is A is equal to 3. Now in this part we will use the value of A, that is equal to 3. We have to find part B is find the domain of F inverse. Domain of F inverse. So first we are using the value of A. The function fx will become, when A is equal to 3, function fx is given in the start of the question, that is 1 plus 6 over x minus A. We have fx is given 1 plus 2a over x minus a. We are putting the value of a. Here we get the function is 1 plus 6 over x minus 3. Now we have to find the domain of f inverse. The domain of f inverse will be equal to range of the function. Range of the function, or range of the function will be domain of function f inverse. Domain of f inverse is equal to range of fx. A range of fx will be, look at this function. For any value in this function, if we put any value of x, because it is given, the domain of the function is given, x is greater than a we have found 3. Greater than 3, if we are putting any values greater than 3, we we will observe that the value of this function, or a range of this function will be greater than 1. Greater than 1, because 1 something is added in 1. Something is added in 1. So we always because 1 plus this value, so we always get the range of this function greater than 1. So we can write that range of a function is greater than 1, because something is added, this value is added in 1, so we always get the value of fx greater than 1. If we are putting any value of x is given, because it is a domain is given that x is greater than a we are using 3, x is greater than 3. If we are putting any value greater than 3, so we always get the answer of this greater than 1. So range of the function is greater than 1, so we are using this concept. So domain of f inverse will be domain. So this shows that domain of f inverse, we represent the domain by x. So domain of f inverse will be x is greater than 1. This is the answer. Now last part C of this question, part C is find an expression for f inverse x. So we are using here the process of inverse. First we write function fx. Fx is equal to 1 over 1 plus 6 over x minus 3 because we have use the value of a which is 3 in the original function. In place of x a in place of x we are in place of a we are using 3. So function is 1 plus 6 over x minus 3. So putting y fx is equal to y is equal to 1 plus 6 over x minus 3. We have to make x the subject. So we can write it as 6 over x minus 3 rearranging y minus 1 over 1. So by cross multiplying, because we have to make x the subject, cross multiplying we get x minus 3 into y minus 1 is equal to 6. We get x by multiplying xy minus x minus 3y plus 3 is equal to 6. Further simplifying xy minus x is equal to 6 minus 3 plus 3y. Now we can take x common from these two terms which are on the left hand side. We are taking x common y minus 1. Simplifying the right hand side, we get 3 plus 3y plus 3. So x will be equal to 3y plus 3 over y minus 1. This shows that we will write x f inverse x. On the right hand side, we convert y. In place of y, we will put x. This is the process of uh, inverse. To find the inverse, f inverse will be 3x plus 3 over x minus 1. This is the answer.